welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode is coming to you at 8:54 p.m. My day's been a little bit off. I'm having my coffee now, which is very wrong, but I got the shot today and got the booster, and it was the sort of thing where I had to be there at 12:20, so I had to wake up like 2 hours earlier than I normally would, and I didn't have time to get a coffee. Was it really 2 hours? I guess it was. I woke up at 11:45 today. It's weird because I went to bed at the time that I feel like I should be going to bed, and I woke up and I wasn't that tired. Like, I'm not exhausted, but the downside of waking up 2 hours earlier is if I need to record late for whatever reason, Monster Train, it's gonna be bad for me. However, it's okay. I'm here. We made it. I'm not feeling too bad. My arm hurts and I can feel like aches starting to creep in, but I'm feeling okay. I'm knocking out Monster Train now, and hopefully it doesn't hit me too bad tomorrow. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. You got the shot yet? Hope you've been keeping up. Maybe well, I'm doing my part. Hopefully not a contentious opinion for anyone that you should get vaccinated. It is everywhere though, so I don't spend too much time talking about it. At this point, it is just a conscious decision. You know, it's one of those things where you could drop the get vaccinated, but oh boy, now I'm gonna really go get the vaccine. Monster Train guy told me to do it. You know, maybe it's like stay in my lane. Anyway, got on a little tangent there. Hope you're doing well though. Hope you're hanging in there through all of this. I will ask you today's question and we'll fire off a run. Another day, another Awoken run, by the way. I don't mind. I'm fine with it. No, check the run history after this, though. Remind me to check the run history at the end of this video. Anyway, today's question, I was going to be yesterday's question, but yeah, I came home from the pharmacy and I was like, oh wait, I got a banger. So today's question is going to be what was yesterday's question supposed to be, which is, what's your favorite seasonal food item? And it's kind of double dipping, but you know, I don't mind. You can answer, I'll accept any answer for this, like if it's turkey for you, because you don't really eat turkey outside of Thanksgiving, I am fine with that. For me, this is maybe a little specific. It's not really a seasonal food, I guess, but I guess it is. It's pumpkin pie is what I'm gonna say, I think. But not a huge, like I don't love pumpkin pie, but I like it. It's good. Most of my answers have been pumpkin related though. Yeah, I think it is that though. It's weird because like there's not really a seasonal food in spring, I feel like. You don't have, I guess maybe some places have traditional spring dishes. I don't know. I feel like it's all fall stuff though. And Christmas a little bit. Just don't say stuffing. This is like kind of a Thanksgiving question, but it extends to year round. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee and we'll begin. Let me read you these first. We got Exile, Wurmkin, Awoken, Explosive Sigil, Daedalus, Darkness, Arcus, Diligence, Seraph, Proclamation, Sharpen, Power of Knowledge. Bog Slime is pretty close to an auto pick for me. It is very good, even though we don't have any consumes. It seems very good. Multi-loader is fine, but sometimes I don't want it. I'll take Bog Slime here. Happy to have it. And what do I feel today? I feel Shellsmith. I feel like we've played so much Martial Art and so much Repeater. I feel like I've honestly started defaulting to Martial Art because if you have watched the tier list videos that Dust Cranberry and I did, what you'll start to find is that the thing that I value the most out of my champions is what gets me past Daedalus. And you know what gets me past Daedalus? This fucking dude. But let's play Shellsmith. He's fine. If you don't mind, real quick here, I'm gonna pull up my system settings because my screen, I can feel it. My screen is a little too bright. I'm gonna turn it down just a tad. Okay, I'm good. Armor 10 here. Oh, it's close. It is close. So I have Power of Knowledge, which is a dead card, but I have Sharpen. Echo Right is a 15/15 though. Keep that in mind as well. I'll chill. Carefully, I'm gonna move my legs. I need to reposition just a bit. Alright. The problem with taking armor 10 is it's a little bit of a toss-up on if the foot soldiers die. Like, die period, and they definitely take a swing. So, this way I get to put my sharpens on my Echo right. Maybe you know what, I should have put the train steward in front, I think. It's okay. I'm gonna greed for the collector here. I'm risking 5 health on Echo right. It should be okay. If this wave goes uncontested, though, it is actually pretty rough. Okay, good draw. 2 Echo breaks. Good enough. I'm gonna end up taking, it looks like, 2 here, which is fine for first combat. It would have been maybe death. It would have been very bad if I took the trial. I mean, I don't actually beat the boss, I don't think. Yeah, I do thanks to Proclamation, like, barely. Barely, I beat the boss, but yeah, taking armor 10 here would have been disastrous for the run. Would have set me on a very bad downward spiral. Echo Transfer for 1 is good. The fact that there's no consume spells in the first pack is very concerning. But Echo Transfer for 1, or for 1 Echo, I should say, because it's infused, is good. Steel Enhancer probably over Razor Sharp Edge since we have Echo Transfer. I'd rather not play into Steel or Razor Sharp Edge here as well. I don't need it as a flexible ping either, because we have Echo Break. I think I would like to play Husk Hermit on this run. I'll play Shattered Shell, I'll accept it, but I think I'd like to play Husk Hermit. I think I'd like to play Thorn Hollow on today's run of Monster Train. Should I play Thorn Hollow here? I don't know, I've been having a lot of fun looking on Thorn Hollow and trying to find runs where he wins. I don't think this is a run for Thorn Hollow. I like him. I think he's a good early game unit. I think this is an Animus of Will day. I'm sorry, Thorn Hollow. So, for Animus of Will, I think I will play Animus of Will, Echo Right, and that's it. So I'll take the large Stone Honor. And then I'll leave the other slot open. We're gonna look for upgrades to make... Extreme Stone, isn't it? Looking for upgrades to make Echo Transfer more playable. Maybe the best option here is Intrinsic as a call for holdover, but that's not necessarily a guarantee that I can play that every turn yet. So I don't love it. Turn 1, it's like, there's draws where I drop that card. Yeah, so ultimately I'm just going to leave this. Now the really good part about doing Extreme Stone, or Large Stone Animus, is I'm strong. 43 is... I think it's fine. I think it's good enough for me to take the Invasion Trial. This is where we realize Echo Right's actually 3 space. I fucked up my spacing and I'm gonna die. No, we're good. You know, it's just a constant fear. I will... This is the classic position that I find myself in. And the answer is to Echo Break a Clergyman. The question is it better to do it up here or down here, right? Because in my mind, I'm like, well, what about the Foot Soldier, right? These guys are guaranteed to die. The Foot Soldier isn't necessarily... I mean, he's actually guaranteed to die. The reason that it's better to kill a Clergyman here is because this is damage that we know is happening, whereas this stuff that's happening on next turns is unknown damage, right? This is... I'm taking 12 with an asterisk, you see. Guess you could make a case for prepping for Echo Break or for Proclamation, but you know. This is how I've been trying to think about it like that, where that damage that I'm about to take is not necessarily guaranteed. Same sort of thing here, right? Given the option, you just stop the damage that's guaranteed to happen. You don't know what you're gonna draw next turn, and that might seem obvious, but I feel like I've played so much of this game at this point that nothing I do feels obvious anymore. So, you know. 40 times 3, 26 HP. She kills him in 2, so all I need to do is pick the 5-1 up. Yeah, nice and easy. It was fine. I don't think that this trial was at all scary because of Large Stone. So Large Stone, other than taking up an upgrade slot on the Animus, has effectively paid for itself in terms of gold costs, which is good. Very nice. Shelter is absolutely good here. Very playable card. I do like the Pyrogrow. I do like the Pyrogrow. It is a consume spell, which is cool for Etch. It also gives me the ability to take double draw, which lets me cancel out Diligent Seraph's curses and still play top floor. Yeah, I like Pyrogrow here. I feel like Pyrogrow is better the earlier you see it. Like, I can just say, yeah, Pyrogrow there, and just grab it. It's good. Okay, so the Wurmkin banner can show me there's two units I can play here. I cannot play Shard Soul Carver because he makes the Animus too big. I can play First of Kin, I can play Keeper of Echoes as my infusion on Animus of Will. I think it's best to look for a good infusion over going to the steel shop here. There'll be other steel shops, I'm sure. Yeah. It's not pressing to find multi-strike. It is a little more pressing to find a good infusion. Precious plating over concussive coals, yeah. Puke emoji. Oh no, Kinho's Carapace is a guaranteed +10/+10 on Animus. Pretty bad. So, Dusk, shout out Dusk, by the way. If you don't know about Dusk, go check him out. Great monster train creator, cracked 100 win streak. He told me that I should think a little more about taking the -1 space from this event. And I am going to think about it now. So the problem is I give up an upgrade slot. I believe it is just -1 space, so I would go to 2 size on these Animus. I think that in a different run, this is very good. Like in a run where I go left and see multi-strike, this is good. Or in a run where I had an infusion locked and loaded, right? Or maybe if I didn't have large stone. I feel like in this position, the -1 space doesn't do anything too special because what I'm going to get as a payoff is if I take space, I can play another Animus of Will, which is an 18x3. However, I need to start thinking about that because I forget that this exists. I always forget that this is in the game. So, like, I forget that you get the consolation. I think that Wingmaker is better here, but I did think about it. And that's good enough. I'm down with Spell Chain here. Yeah, I was thinking Spell Chain would be fine for Echo Transfer. I think so, yeah. And then we're going to be on the lookout for +10 Piercing Wingmaker. However, it does not get a holdover because I need to hold over my scaling card. And let's go. This is the sort of run that I think Repeater, if they show it to me, I pick because I have so few consumes. Shellsmith 3 on nothing is not that enticing to me, you know? I get Shellsmith 3 and I get like... I think it's like 3 consumes in the deck right now, so yeah. Now the downside is I have to pass a turn of Pyrogrow, but pass a turn of Pyrogrow. A lot of P's. Careful of the plosives, you know. Bet I'd be able to play it. I'm down to just take the -2 draw. The extra energy is fine. And the armor. This is one of those runs too that's gonna have the conflicting armor healing sort of thing. I'm gonna lean mostly towards the armor, but you know. We have the restores and they're extremely worth playing because they're purple, so they're there. In my mind, I keep confusing Bog Slime with Karuska. In my mind, I keep thinking I'm gonna get a Karuska proc. That is incorrect, it's not what happens. But brain broke, I guess. If I Power of Knowledge here, I push more damage to Daedalus. I wish this card consumed, actually. We'll see. I think that we're in a really, really fine position if I see Repeater. I think Repeater is like run winning, basically. And if I see Martial Art, I don't pick Martial Art. He's pretty bad. But Repeater, and then we can thin the deck down for Diligent Seraph as well. I can just go Repeater 1, let Diligent Seraph. I just consume the same spell every turn. You have to pass some turns to clear out the bad Repeater hits, but it's fine. And then it should be enough armor generation. Maybe not, but we'll see. We'll see what they show us. I'm in for one Unleash the Wildwood. Just sitting here, looking at Shard Channeler, thinking about my Thorned Hollow. Close your eyes for a minute. If your eyes are open, close them for a minute. Think about that run. I'll paint the picture. Thorned Hollow, Shard Channeler, Shard Channeler, Shard Channeler. Isn't it beautiful? No? I agree. Take Unleash here. These units are not very good. Pardon me, that's not what I wanted to look at. I have one more Awoken banner. I mean, I'm not gonna take any of these. Okay, so actually, we should consider the Husk Hermit pivot. I think it's not good. I don't think I want to be switching over to the old Husk boy here. Think about that Thorned Hollow run some more. Nah. I guess worst case... Yeah, I'm skipping this. I'm gonna take draw. Worst case is... I don't know. I'm going left here. We'll see what the worst case is. Hold over, very nice. And this is basically the worst case. I can take draw, or I can take space, and then I can play Cultivating Animus of Will. It's not that good because Echo Right exists on the floor. So I think I just don't take an infusion. There's holdover, so I'm pretty sure we're fine anyway. Oh, my brain is broken and thinking Echo Transfer costs 1 Echo because it does cost 1 Echo. It's infused. Yeah. Alright, I got it. I'm gonna skip this. I don't think I'm taking either of these. One other idea would be to take Husk Hermit. Hey, it's Repeater, by the way. I think with Repeater and Holdover, this run is basically one. I think one other idea would be Husk Hermit, and then you do the infusion of Animus onto Husk Hermit, but that's a little weaker for the next few rings, I fear. I don't love it. I'm gonna make Shelter cost 1 less, and then I'd love to double stack it. I'm gonna throw a regular +10 on Wingmaker just so it does 32 raw. Remove Consume is bad. I'm gonna leave it open for like Extreme Stone or something. Put a -1 down and we can head on. I'll take the Relic. Volatile Gauge is a definite no. Wing Clippings is bad. Jackstrips, I guess. I definitely disrespect Jackstrips more than I should. This Relic's fine. It's bad on the Divinity, but I've been realizing that I need to look at this game as more of an early, mid, late sort of thing than I have been. What health? 43? I think this is fine. I feel very strong. I do feel rather strong. Rather powerful. Need to get my first card consumed and then it's actually very good. I also need to make some removals. Get rid of these Train Stewards, for example. But I don't feel bad here. So we're not going to Pyrogrow every turn. We play one Pyrogrow and then I don't play it again. I do need to draw my cards. You can't Pyrogrow every turn, you know? As much fun as it would be. As much as I may want to. That's a scary infusion. I actually think I should have played Restore Proclamation, but I'm about to start bursting a lot of health on, or a lot of attack here, I hope. Yeah, and here comes Shelter. I need to draw these cards sooner, but it's not the end of the world. This is the run where I am looking pretty hard for relics as well, so I don't mind having waited around. I'm playing Shelter, Echo Transfer here, in that order. And then I play the weights, yeah. Another Unleash would be good, but I think that the Shelter every turn play should be fine. Again, I just have to count my energy up, right? That's all. Need to make sure I don't die here. And I'm gonna not die by one-shotting the boss. So I need to make sure I play Echo Transfer. I think I will also want to play Restore, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 is Echo Break. Okay. Restore, Shelter, and then Echo Transfer, Echo Transfer. Got it. That's fine. The curses don't really matter that much. Say through tears. Wait, Shelter, Echo Transfer for sure. 104 times 3 with the Shelter repeater play is fine. Like, this is enough survivability to take me through here. For sure. Absolutely acceptable run. Or a great combat, I would say. Better than acceptable. It shows everything that this run does right. This combat shows me exactly what the run's doing well and what it needs to improve on. It needs to not take damage. Quick could actually be decent here. Broken Memories is the one that I'm thinking about here. So, I play Shelter. Shelter is in the consume pile. Shelter gets brought back. On a turn in the future, I play Shelter, and then I play Broken Memories on Shelter, which... puts Shelter on top, and then I play... It's like... I think it gives me an extra consume at the cost of a draw. Is what I'm pretty sure it gives me +1 consume, -1 draw. Which is good because that's extra survivability on Echo Right, which I need. So I guess I'm down. Also extra echoes. Yeah, I think this is good. Had to think about it a bit though. The Bramble Lash! The Thorned Hollow run! I missed it. Could have actually taken one of those totem units and thrown them on Animus. Like, +1 draw could have been fine there. Maybe I should do that, Wildwood Custodian. I need removals, but I want to go look at the relics. Karuska makes this run extremely clean, so I'm going to go take a look. Trader's Quill is nice. It's 30 damage per turn, but I can't get a reroll out if I do that. So yeah, Karuska. Look at that. It's like I gamble, I give up a middling, a mediocre payout of the consumes deal 30. Sorry, it took me a second to remember what it was already. But I get the best payout, which is Karuska here. This is extremely good. Am I gonna take a 160 here? I have the Pyre health, right? It's only really bad if I die. I won't die. Yeah, you see, you just don't get the infusion on the wrong enemy. It's easy. Fight's free. And then need to cut through. I need to cut through the chunk blockers where I can. And that turn was where I could. And then I gotta do Wingmaker, Restore, Shelter, Broken Memories. Great Wingmaker. Somehow I've managed to catch every collector, which is just... I'm ecstatic. Yeah, so I'm effectively trading away 1 draw for +1 consume, which is good. I am happy to trade that. I think it is a good trade. If only I had First of Kin in this run, am I right? If only I had my man First of Kin for this one. Too bad. Not even gonna bother on the Pyre Grow. It just messes up my pipeline. I should play Power of Knowledge. Yeah. I'm gonna stop playing Broken Memories here. No, Echo Transfer has to be on the next draw. I mean, it doesn't have to, but it's extremely likely to. Game likes to make me sweat sometimes. It's okay, monstertrain, I feel you. Yeah, Echo Transfer is now purely positive, which is great. Goes... Restore... It's Restore, Echo Break... I just play it all. Restore... Echo Break should go last, because I want higher damage. It doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... No, it does matter, right? You play Shelter, Broken Memories, and that makes this guarantee the death. I guess it was dying anyway, actually. Now that I look at it. Yeah, it was dying anyway. I'm just, I'm a little more introspective on this run. I'm thinking it through a little more. This could also be a position where I should have Echo right in front to take the brunt of it. It's just Echo right has to live in front, which is hard. Not always a guarantee. And broken memories. I am getting hit here. It's like I had the pyre health and I decided to make the gamble with precious plating. I think it's fine. This is the sort of position where I'm just putting my pyre health to work for me. But it's also an illustration of maybe not slamming broken memories until I draw Echo Transfer, right? Also worth considering having Echo right in front, although it doesn't matter on this boss fight. All things to keep in mind and consider, but it's okay. I basically traded 50 health away there, and I'm okay with that. Soul Crushing Guilt is good here. Ancient Resonance is also hard to be bad. Both cards reasonable. Total Recall is also on this list of 3 cards they offered me for some reason. I don't really know why. I like the Guilt more, I think. And Graft is hard to be bad. +4 health, it's purple. Draw +1 next turn, I'm in. We're going left here. I need to look ahead. We have 3 temples. I need to take 60 packed shards. That is a few. Let's see what they show me. Endless +3 per echo isn't bad, but I'm gonna reroll for multi-strike. Large stone I cannot take again. It's a shame. I will probably, like, I don't have any spell upgrades I want. I guess, no, I don't really want another holdover. You could put it on Wingmaker, but I think it's fine to just look for another multi-strike, really. What's the Wurmkin consumable it gives you? It gives you broken memories, right? It gives you total recall? Oh. That's gross. I don't want that. I extremely do not want that. Get that shit away from me. Value Stone, Power of Knowledge, can purge a... I think Steel Enhancer is actually not that useful in this run. Could also just Purge Restore. Probably Purge Restore, but it's purple. Steel Enhancer isn't. Get this shit out of here. It begs the question of why did I even take it in the first place? And the answer is, yeah, I guess you're right. I don't really think I needed it. I just like it. Sometimes Steel Enhancer is good. Go to one more Steel Shop and then probably Magic Shop and duplicate. Need to take 35 more pack shards, which is 25 and 10. Darkness Arcus is Spell Shield Foul. I feel like as I've played this game longer, I really just don't care which one it is anymore. I feel like it mattered more pre-DLC than it does post-DLC. I'm gonna experiment. I think that it's better to put Echo right in front, as long as Echo right isn't under immediate threat, which he is not here. Echo right does not really see much threat from these coming waves, so I can put him up front and let him take the brunt of it. It's just gonna bounce all of the enemy damage off of his armor, which is fine. I have Unleashed the Wildwood, and so it's worth it to trade this little bit of health for more armor. And then you die. Yeah, you're already dead. Looking good though. Probably best thing to do would be to like double stack duplicate shelter for this run. Something like that. I don't like Pyrogrow, really, I don't need it, right? I don't need the energy anymore. It was a cool idea, but what am I gonna do? I'm gonna use it to play Sharpen? Why? I am actually just gonna play Sharpen though, to be fair. And this is the position where I should... I don't need to not play Broken Memories. You can look ahead 2 turns and see that nothing scary is coming, so I can wait. Even if I have to wait 2 turns, I can wait. The pressing matter doesn't happen for 2 more turns, which is fine. I got plenty of time. This run might actually want to play around Sharpen, which is a little strange, I would say. Go Shelter, Broken Memories. Look at all those echoes. Imagine an Echoes of the Past in this run, too. That would be something else. Drop 38 damage down here. Maybe it doesn't, it's not like the most efficient use, but it's still pretty good. Don't have to worry about the, oh yeah, that's right. Echo Transfer is positive. It's plus energy. In my mind there, I was like, hey, I should be treating Echo Transfer like it's minus energy, right? Nah, it's not. Yeah, I just passed this turn, I think. I think so. It's a shame, but I could probably look at that and work out a card I can play there, but it's fine. I can pass that turn and not worry about it, it's okay. Nothing too scary happening there. I value Stone this Power of Knowledge, but I'm starting to think maybe I should just get rid of it. It doesn't do much. It does 18 in the best of times. Yeah. It's fine. So, I believe playing behind Echo Right should make this clean. Could be a no fear fight. Oh yeah, I don't need the energy from Pyrogrow because I got Kariska. This is like a super energy relic here. That's what's going on. I'm positive on Echo Transfer. That's why I don't need Pyrogrow. I was like, huh, shouldn't I be needing Pyrogrow? Doesn't it seem like it should be good? I don't need that shit, man. I can probably remove it. Arcus dies, and we got 136. Yeah, playing it like this just lets Echo Right, who is less useful, tank the relentless fights, which is good for me. Infused Unleash. I don't really want another one. I feel like my pick rate on Cycle of Life plummeted with the introduction of Echo Infusion. It just feels so bad. I don't know 100% if this run wins. Real quick. Take me to the logbook if you don't mind. Because I don't know this one entirely. What's your infusion? +2 size? Oh my god, Hef. +2 size. How am I supposed to play that? I don't think you can play Hef in this run. She's a really nice unit. +30, and trample is great, but +2 size? If it was even +1 size, I could think about it, but I don't think I can take this. I did like mentally think about this infusion when I realized the option would show up, but I didn't vocalize it because I don't think I'm wanting her. Yeah, guilt me away, Half. Get out of my screen. Get out of there. Fine, I will never trust you with anything again. Oh yeah, then why are we here for the 1 billionth time? Get out of here, Pyrogrow. Proclamation's good. Sharpen's fine. I guess it's probably just Restore. It's purple, so I should probably get rid of Sharpen. I'll get rid of the Sharpens next. You're right. I'm gonna go ahead and reroll one last time. Multi-strike, very nice. I held out for it, and it's probably not that important, but I don't think there's many spell upgrades that I super need here. We're going Shellsmith too, for sure. So I need to take 25 and then 10. What happens if you spell chain Broken Memories? You get to add another card to the loop, which would be another shelter. That seems alright. I have to go to the duplicate in the next ring, which I was planning on doing anyway. Then we go Purge Stone. I guess you could also just spell chain Shelter there, but I can spell chain on Broken Memories and then play a double stack Shelter, which is cool. I'm gonna purge the Sharpens. I wonder why Purge Stone doesn't make it cost 0. Seems a little strange. Why only -1? You wouldn't want to make the last play a sharpen too good. I will not disrespect the Wiltwings combat here. Although, I don't know, Jackstrips doesn't help me. I have to do a lot of thinking ahead, but yeah, I can probably take it. I've talked myself into it. I just have to watch the enemies and make sure I pay attention here. So I do not... What I don't know here, and I guess we won't find out because I have no way to find out. Yeah, never mind. What I was going to say is I don't know how it would work if I knock a Wiltwings to 1 and then they walk up with Jackstrips. But we're not going to find that out. You guys gotta look, and you gotta go and Graft there, Echo Break there, Proclamation there. You just gotta look ahead. But an 8 card draw on this turn. Pretty good. And then it's one restore up here, and then I get 1 extra energy. Play Echo Transfer. Okay, so they heal, then they walk up, then they take Jackstrips. Got it. Check that off the list. I understand how it works. Okay. I made a physical check mark in the real world after that. And made it with my finger. I don't have like a thing nearby to write check marks. Don't you worry. Anyway. Go ahead and play Shelter, Broken Memories, and then Broken Memories again. It's very strange. But then I can put another card in the repeater. Very odd. Extremely peculiar. Play both Echo Transfers. And then I may as well Shelter Broken Memories here. Like, this is a lot of damage. He's taken 41, and that's rather frightening. But you know what's more frightening? Letting this wave walk up uncontested, or this wave. I think actually you Wingmaker bottom floor where there's 2 20s. And we just pick one with Power and Knowledge. Yeah, so taking the healing, it's a little frightening. Or yeah, taking the enemy healing, I should say. But I think it was the right call. I think at the end of the day I was correct to do this. This does cost 1. I should play Echo Break, 1 Broken Memories. Right now I should play Broken Memories first, so that I get 1 more. Oh, you get to choose? You get to choose. I feel like this card, Broken Memories, always surprises me that I get to choose, because I think that it's like the Slay the Spire card, which is... It's the Ironclad card. Give me a sec, I'll remember it. I'll play Broken Memories first. Then Shelter, yeah, slightly better. Not enough? Oh, Kroska doesn't like choose pay ahead. It's Exhume. I always think it's Exhume. It's not Exhume, in case you're wondering. $45. I'm gonna probably play Soul Crushing Guilt on the Dark Wings. I feel like I just start every turn with Echo Transfer twice. That'll work too. Probably still want to Soul Crushing Guilt the Dark Wings. 1 hit goes here, kills 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's fine. I keep having to take this fight a little slower than I would like because I have to make sure I'm ordering everything correctly. And then doesn't matter what I pulled back. Soul Crushing Guilt that guy away. And a little Power of Knowledge. It's not a scary run, I don't feel like. I think we're in a good spot. I think that this is losable, but it shouldn't be lost. I should win this, I feel. But I can see myself tossing this run away, you know? It's like a bad draw and I don't pay close attention and this one drops. I wouldn't mind, because like 4 hits is also not enough for the... It should be enough for the Divinity. 4 hits should be enough if I scale fast enough. One of the few times Return Soul does not seem that good. I think I'd rather take Ancient Resonance here. The infusion of a lifetime. +1 draw. Plus gives 5 HP. Couldn't give Wildwood Custodian 2 HP though, could you? He'd be too broken. Anyway, I took up to 90, so I'm gonna not take a unit infusion here. The option was there. Alright. Going to the magic shop. Looking for double stack. Permafrost, take our -1s where we get them. Actually, let me check what the temple has. Purge Stone Spell Chain. Another Purge Stone. Check what the trinket shop has. Root Split Mask is nice. Peter's Hand is fine. I think I want to play a Root Split Mask. It's like, I don't think I need it, but it's safe. I don't really feel like playing Cheater's Hand. Forever Flame doesn't do anything. Firebox doesn't do anything. Maybe should take Cheater's Hand just to take it, but I don't really want it. You know? Freezing an AoE for the right turn. Like, freezing Wingmaker seems smart. I'm probably going to want to play this when I draw it, but there are times where I draw this on a bad turn and then I don't have it. No, I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna reroll. Double stack, very good. So our survivability is nuts. We survive everything. No question. Oh, you know what would have been smart here, actually? You know what is smart here? You know what's better? I just saw it. Did you see it? I just saw it. You know what's better than putting a second shelter in rotation? Check me out here. +20 consume Wingmaker. AKA, once everything's set up, budget holdover. That's an idea. The duplicate here now, I feel like, because I have like you have a, what's the word? It's not a stasis. It's not a synergy. It's a, I don't say like it's an ecosystem, but that's not quite right. I guess it is kind of like, it's a delicate ecosystem is how I want to say it. Of shelter, Wingmaker, Broken Memories. If you add any one more of these cards to your game plan, the system falls out of whack and you start leaving cards on the table. So I hurt myself by adding another one of those. But by adding another Echo Transfer, I hurt my time to draw to those options. I almost want to add another Soul Crushing Guilt, but that doesn't seem great. I think I'm going to add another Engraft. A purple card that gets me, that doesn't get me closer to my goals, but is fine. It's free. And then I'm going to put Purge Stone on Sharpen. And I can remove basically as much as I want because of Repeater. I'll go ahead and remove an Echo Break. This should be fine. I think this run should win now. I think it was a little up in the air, but I think that with the consume, it should be fine. Right, so on a turn like this one, in a position like this, you want to go ahead and you play your Shelter first, and we're going to lead with Shelter every time. In this Divinity fight, I'm going to lead with Shelter. Yes. I guess not when I play Wingmaker, though. This is one hell of a hand. Think about Soul Crushing Guilt on Echo Right, but then I stopped myself from resolving, which is very bad. I just don't want to take 5 here, but I think I have to take the 5, sadly. Because you're going to play Wingmaker, you're going to play Shelter. I guess I could play out the Self-Mutilation. Let's get this out of the way. We're going to play this. I could play this by playing Shelter Soul Crushing Guilt. And then I save myself. I guess it's fine. Play Soul Crushing Guilt. That gives me 1 energy, and then I can play Self-Mutilation. I think that that's worth it. I miss a Shelter on my own, on my top floor, but I gain 5 higher HP and a daze on this Gilded Wings, which are both acceptable. Do need to draw to Broken Memories. Like, I'm drawing my important cards a little late here, I fear. This should be alright. It's just the curses, you know? I'll draw them eventually. You have to. It's kind of what we took Root Split Mask for, too. Insulates us from a bad turn. Shelter costing energy is awkward. We're gonna lead with Shelter. Just keep it up. Lead with Shelter. Pretend like I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna stop the curse. Play both self-mutilations, play Proclamation, so I have the energy, and we're gonna Broken Memories everything back. I have now drawn to the entirety of the plan, and it should be good. Throw at this point would have been good. I didn't perceive the future where I was playing Wingmaker Shelter like this, but here I am. I guess I could lead with Wingmaker and then play Shelter last for slightly more value. You're right. If you're typing that comment right now, you're right. You got me. You can send it. I'll agree with you. I'm missing a little bit of armor. I shouldn't. I should get the armor. Does it ever matter if one's in my hand versus on top of my draw pile? I don't think it should ever matter. It's an interesting position where I can play... Like, I get to choose what goes in my hand, right? But that doesn't matter. But I get to choose, so... at least considering, I guess. It's 1, 2, 3 here. 1... Play the Broken Memories first, it's technically better. And Shelter, I think it just goes to whatever I click on first, truly. Soul Crush here, I guess. Like, all of these places don't really matter. My Animus is 108 times 4 at this point. We have plenty of survivability. Our scaling, you might be thinking our scaling seems a little light, and it's a little lighter than I would like, but it's also the Diligent Seraph hitting me with curses. Built the deck to just kind of power through this and be fine for Seraph. I'm gonna miss one here. No, I'm not. Proclamation. The plan was basically just to power through on these fights, though. And also I have like 38 damage. No, it's, sorry, 38? It's 39 times 2. I have 78 damage every turn from Wingmaker AoE. Which is very good, in case you're wondering. If you're keeping track at home, very strong. And on the Divinity, I will be able to draw into all of this quicker, hopefully. Yeah, so the answer to my question that I've been posing all this time of does it really matter is, yeah, kinda, because I should end on Shelters. That did 53. I should end on Shelters, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think that our health bar is looking too bad on any of our units. But you never know. Transfer. I am having a little bit of energy problems. Just because of the curses, though. It's all, everything that looks bad about this is just because of the curses, is what you can say. Sure, it doesn't look perfect here, but it's because of the curses. And we're still gonna crush him. We're gonna blow him out of the water. I have a 300 health unit in the back. It's not that strong. Blow him out of the water, this guy says, and we did how much? We did have our Echo Rag die. He lived. Never mind. He only took 235. How long does this combat go? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it's a 5 round there. It's crazy. It feels like that should have been quick, but it's only 800 damage per round. Only 800 damage per round, he says. I was a little worried that this one was going to be crash and burn at Arcus, but we made it. At this point, I have decided to stop sweating, like, wins and losses. I've kind of decided it a while ago. But at this point, I don't really worry about if I win or lose these runs. I just kind of worry if I provide a run that I find to be compelling. I think this run's compelling. It's fun. I don't think it's bad. The first consume card to draw first, but it's still okay. I expect. Does give me my 8 armor, but Could see myself in times of trouble here on the next turn. I should play... Okay, so in this position, there's a few notes here. I need to play Broken Memories, but not the Purge version, because the Purge version, it does matter here. I do not want to put this card on top. I'm wasting a draw from Awoken. Check that off the list. The second thing here is I should play Ancient Resonance on, drumroll please, bottom floor. It makes no impact on mid floor, I don't believe. I guess it could make an impact if Wingmaker is my bottom card, but because I could play Ancient Resonance Echo Break now. Actually could just kill this with wings. 12, 18. Yeah, it's probably a little better, right? 9. Yeah. So we play, actually change my mind, we play this way, guarantee the Wilt Wings death, and then we heal 5. Should be fine. Once I get the ecosystem prepared and rolling, we should be absolutely okay. Shelter's on the bottom, which is not optimal, but Wingmaker should handle this for me. I am hopeful. You got Unleash as well. And I picked up Soul Crushing Guilt for turns like this, right? Where it's like, yeah, I can just put the Divinity in timeout for a bit. It's 39 times 2. So I think I want to put this on the unit with 2 Spell Shield. That's the only one that it really makes a difference on. And you come back up here, we play Restore, you play Echo Break, you play Broken Memories. And then again, I don't want to play the Purge version. So I'm wasting a draw. I think the main concern of this run was that I didn't pay attention on this fight. And if I didn't pay attention on this fight, I think I could have dropped it, right? I had to do a little bit of reasoning through those turns, but I did it. Pat myself on the back, I did it. No, this doesn't consume, so it doesn't matter. And then you go like Shelter, Resonance for 53, Broken Memories on Shelter. May as well diffuse that damage, why not? 39 2 is just so good. I'm glad. I think that this run would have also been hard if I didn't see the Wingmaker play here. Adding it to the ecosystem as a guaranteed backline clear seems like it's going to make a pretty big impact. It also adds a lot of frontline damage, which impacts these waves as well. Good stuff. This is a fun run too, because I had the... I don't know, I feel like the runs where it's just brain off, I get a little complacent, you know? I turn my brain off a little too much in those runs. I actually want to play Broken Memories, and then Shelter, just to get them out of the deck, you know? Plus ones with 2 lifesteal? What? What's he gonna do with that? And now I think we are just cruising. I have so many insulations against disaster. I have Root Split Mask, I have Root Split Mask, I have Unleash the Wildwood. Like, we have so many things that are gonna stop disaster from striking me, I feel. Disaster strikes. I just have the Purge version and tried to get a little cute with it. Even still though, I gotta talk through each of these turns, because I am... If I break the ecosystem, which I did? How did I break this? Oh, because I dropped it, yeah. If you break the ecosystem, it actually comes into a bit of a rough one here. Because I can't pass these turns, so it's just gonna be like, we just hope for the best. This could be bad, actually. I could have thrown it. Well, let's see. Yeah, I just need to... Yeah, I got Wingmaker back. Never punished. Thank you, monstertrain. I appreciate it. It would have just been some damage to Pyre. I have Broken Memories, Purge versions to bring this back to life as well. But, yeah, you know, this is what I was saying. I have to talk through each turn because I can definitely mess this up and then put myself in a bad spot. Try to get a little too cute, play 1 extra purple for the Shelter, and then drop the combo. One of those things where I should play the rest of this run. Every now and then someone will drop me a comment, and I don't want to be like, I don't want it to be coming across like I'm upset or I'm whiny or I don't really care if you drop comments like these because you're usually correct. But people will say things like, "Hey, you didn't play this combat out perfectly. You didn't play this with maximum efficiency. You could have been a little more optimal if you etched a few more times, or if you did Kariska more procs on that." And it's like, yeah, almost always you're right, but I can, in positions like this, I have to dedicate brain power, and that brain power should be dedicated to making sure I don't fuck up my combo and die. So typically I sacrifice the like 1 or 2 armor to not have to spend extra time on each turn making sure that I do everything perfectly correctly. It's like a real life trade-off, you know? In game, I could be a little more efficient, but instead I'm trading in-game efficiency for real life efficiency. It's for brain efficiency, you know? You got it. Anyway, good run. Very fun. Love Echo Right. Definitely my favorite champion. Continues to be. I feel like the champions that I enjoy are the ones that have the most interesting build paths, and I was like, it's not particularly interesting, I guess. I just like that I can do mix and match stuff on Echo Right. I think it's fun. Generate me a challenge, please, game. SphereMoviesCovers. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.